Hello students, welcomes you to economic class today. As it is a new subject for you, did you ever think why do we need to study this subject? Is there any use for us in our daily life? Let us check. Many uses are there for studying economics. Let us go through the points one by one. Firstly, it helps us to realize the interdependence of human with surroundings, to fulfill our daily needs and also to develop our cooperative mind among society. Then it helps us to become a well bothered consumer or a manufacturer or a trader, and help us to minimize our needs to use it or to save it for further. And this subject is very essential for government authorities also. It helps us to develop proper financial policies including tax system, and help the government to practice different policies in order to eliminate poverty and to maximize the total development of a country. So studying economics is very important. As a human, as a consumer or a producer or a seller, or as a part of government bodies, we need to study economics too. So dear students, let us start the first lesson, that is the story of village Palambur. The name given here, name of a village, that is Palambur, is considering as an imaginary village. While the story proceeds, it describes mainly about the different economic activities that can be practiced not only in this village but everywhere else in this world. So the major activities of people in Palambur are farming. Palambur is somewhat just like an important city where it has well developed transportation system, electricity, irrigation facilities, schools, colleges, health centers, etc. And around 450 families belongs to different castes living together there. When we are learning about the possibilities of this village to produce different job opportunities, we can identify that it can be practiced or can be imitated throughout the country or across the world also. Even though the people of Palambur mainly depended on farming, they practiced non-farming activities also. So before going to describe about the farming or non-farming activities, let us go through the production activities in general that also practiced in Palambur. Production means the process of making anything new out of the raw materials. In order to start production of anything, major four requirements needed. All that four requirements together known as factors of production. So let us study which are the factors of production in detail. First factor is land. Land and all other natural resources together called land as an important factor. Second factor is labor. That is people to do work, either skilled or unskilled activities. In order to practice all the activities in a factory or in an industry or in agricultural area also, we need people. That is called labor. The third important factor is physical factor. That means different inputs required for production. Physical factor can be of two types. One is called fixed capital and the second one is called working capital. So we can go through what is fixed capital. It means the inputs like machineries, tools, buildings, furniture or generator, then turbine or computer or all such type of machineries which we need to utilize in a factory or in a production area in order to produce new goods, and it can be used continuously for long period of time. That's why it is called fixed capital. But working capital is inputs like raw materials or money that we need to utilize, and these will be used up when the procedure or production procedure is going on. It will not be fixed, it will be finished whenever the productions are going on. So physical factor or physical capital can be of two types, fixed capital or working capital. The fourth factor is human capital. It means human being with all our skill, education, training, etc. who can produce and also can become an asset of production procedure. That means our brain, the idea behind of any new product of a man can be considered as human capital. So we know that land, labor, physical and human capital together known as factors of production. These four factors need to work hand in hand for maximum output, which leads to the development of countries and its people. Let us go through in detail about the role of one of the production factor called land. Farming is the major production activity not only in Palembur wherever it is possible, which need land, and the availability of cultivable land is fixed, it cannot be expanded. Majority of population of everywhere depending on farming as their livelihood. According to farming season, people grow varieties of crops like jowar, bajra, wheat, sugarcane, etc. Wheat is the major crop as it is the staple crop for northern India and in Palembur also. Growing more than one crop in a piece of land in an year is called multiple cropping. Multiple cropping means growing more than one crop in a piece of land in a particular year, which also makes the land fertile and farmers can produce varieties of products from a piece of land itself. To make this profitable, people of Palembur has facilities like electricity, irrigation, etc. As we are discussing about the activities of people in Palembur, let us go through in detail about whatever techniques that they used in agricultural system too. In the beginning, they used Persian wheel for irrigation. But it is useful only for a small area alone. They overcome this difficulty when they got electricity. In order to increase production, other than using irrigation facility, people of Palembur practiced one another thing called multiple cropping. Other than multiple cropping, they used high yielding varieties of seeds or HYV seeds, and they used chemical fertilizers or pesticides than traditional methods, and also they were used varieties of machineries just like tractors, levelers, harvesters, etc. in order to make their agricultural activities more faster, and all these resulted in increasing production. Modern methods of farming made common after the introduction of Green Revolution in 1960s, mainly in Punjab and Haryana. But children, even though the crop production increased due to the use of modern methods of farming or HYV seeds, etc., it has its consequences on the land quality also. Use of chemical fertilizers or over irrigation, etc., or using the groundwater with a tube well, etc., resulted in the depletion of environmental resources and also reduced the water table too. As we know, once lost, it is very difficult to restore the quality of land and soil and water, which again will be resulted in crop failure in coming ages. And if we need to produce on the same soil again and again, we will be forced to use different types of chemical fertilizers, which again leading to rising cost of production as the crops will be very less. And the total cultivable land of a village also may not be distributed equally among all the families. We learned that the population of Palembur is included people from different caste and communities, including Dalit. Normally, Dalit people will be the extreme poorest people of a locality, and they will be landless farmers also, who need to cultivate in the land of somebody else. And those who have land also may not be able to make an income out of their cultivation for feeding their family, some as the land may be a small plot. very less percentage of people may have a large plot of land for irrigation. So available land for agriculture will be limited, but pressure on that land will be very high. So land as one of the important factor of production play a great role in the development of man and his nation. That's why it is essential to sustain the quality of land for more production, and sustainable development also need for the continuous development of a country. So students, to conclude our class, we can revise the points just like every village can practice farming or non-farming activities just like the people of Palambur do, and also we studied about the major important four factors of production just like land, labor, physical capital and human capital. So we studied these things today, described everything in detail. So study well and thank you children, all the best.